What if love wasn't sweet, soft, or safe? What if love was brutal, messy, and left you bleeding in the dark? In Love is a Dog from Hell, Charles Bukowski doesn't write about fairy tales. He writes about the kind of love that breaks you open, shows you who you really are, and leaves you gasping for truth. This book isn't for the faint of heart. It's for the ones who've loved too deeply, lost too often, and still crave something real. If you've ever been there, this video is for you. Stick around, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button to join the book Capsule, where books aren't just read, they're felt. Love is a Dog from Hell by Charles Bukowski is raw, gritty, and unapologetically human. Reading Love is a Dog from Hell feels like pressing your palm against broken glass and calling it poetry. Bukowski doesn't sugarcoat love. He rips it open, exposes the nerve endings, and dares you to feel it all. This collection of poems is not about the polished, packaged kind of love. It's about the feral, flawed, aching love we often try to hide from. The kind we don't write Hallmark cards about. What I found in these pages wasn't comfort. I found truth. Ugly, beautiful, tender, violent truth. I found pieces of myself in his mess, his desperation, his longing, his loneliness dressed up as lust. If you've ever loved too hard, too wrong, or too late, Love is a Dog from Hell will break you open in the most necessary way. 9 lessons I learned from Love is a Dog from Hell. 1. Love is rarely tidy, and that's okay. Bukowski doesn't give us love with a bow on it. He gives us the kind that bleeds. And in doing so, he reminds us, love doesn't have to be perfect to be real. 2. Loneliness doesn't go away just because you're with someone. So many of his poems are soaked in the quiet ache of being misunderstood, even in a lover's bed. Being next to someone doesn't mean you're not alone, and sometimes, it's lonelier that way. 3. We crave love even when we know it might destroy us. There's a tragic honesty in how Bukowski throws himself into women, into chaos, into passion, knowing it might end badly. We do it too. Because sometimes destruction feels like the only proof we ever really felt. 4. Vulnerability is power, not weakness. Bukowski doesn't hide behind metaphor. He bleeds on the page. And in his rawness, he reclaims power, not by pretending to be invincible, but by being undeniably human. 5. Lust is not love, but it's often mistaken for it. The bodies in his poems come and go, but the hunger behind them rarely changes. He shows us the difference between needing someone and truly seeing them, and how easy it is to confuse the two. 6. Loving someone doesn't guarantee they'll stay. One of the hardest truths in this collection is how often love is one-sided or temporary. Bukowski doesn't romanticize that. He just sits with it. And sometimes, that's all we can do too. 7. Art is born from the mess we try to survive. Every broken relationship, drunken night, or lonely morning becomes fuel. Bukowski teaches us that beauty isn't in the perfection, it's in surviving, and then turning survival into something worth reading. 8. Some people aren't meant to save us, they're meant to show us who we are. The women in his poems aren't saviors. They're mirrors. Often cracked, sometimes cruel, but always honest. And that reflection is sometimes the most painful gift. 9. We write to remember, not to move on. There's no closure here, just memory. Raw, unfiltered, unapologetic memory. Bukowski shows us that writing about pain doesn't always heal it. Sometimes, it just lets it breathe. Bukowski's Love is a Dog from Hell doesn't give you hope wrapped in a bow. It gives you honesty that tastes like blood. And sometimes, that's the kind of hope we need, the kind that reminds us we're still feeling, still hurting. Still alive. Get the book, https://amzn.to/43qmykt. You can access the audiobook for free using the same link. Use the link to register the audiobook on Audible and start enjoying it. Dear viewers, to get more reviews of globally popular books like this, subscribe to our channel. Don't forget to like, comment, and share so others can enjoy as well. Thank you. Stay well, stay healthy, and stay safe. Goodbye.